Okay, let me show you. We talked a little bit yesterday about how to navigate such a large document. Let's talk about it again today. So if you look at the number of pages right above the start button, it should say page 1 of 45. Is anyone having problems finding it in OneDrive? Okay, so you can see it says page 1 of 45. So click on that, and then you'll get the navigation pane. So this is another navigation pane, a different navigation pane from the navigation pane in File Explorer. This one is also called the navigation pane. And what any navigation pane does for you is to help you find things, helps you navigate, right? Like when you're in you are the captain of a boat, you navigate from one place to another place, finding different places on your route. So that's what a navigation pane does. And you'll encounter many different types of navigation panes. Schoology has a navigation pane. On the left side where it says materials, that's the Schoology navigation pane. So in Microsoft Word, we can view one way to view the navigation pane is to just click right there in the bottom left corner of the Word document. You click the page, whatever numbers they are. You click on that and you get the navigation pane. There are other ways to get the navigation pane. Because remember, in computers, there are always many different ways of doing one thing. So the navigation pane usually opens with the pages view. If you go to the top of the navigation pane where it says navigation pane, I mean, it doesn't say pane, it just says navigation. On the right of navigation, there's an arrow pointing down. If you put your mouse pointer on it, it says task pane options. You click on that and you see you can move it, you can resize it, you can close it. And then there's an X to the right of that. And that X, if you put your mouse pointer on it, it will tell you that you use it to close. Right below that is the search box. You can search the document. So let's say you want to look for printing. Printing. See, it takes us to the first printing in the document, the first word printing in the document. And then if you click another one, you see it gives you 3 different in the in the navigation pane. Wait, printing. There are 4 results, right? Let me scroll up. It's not, okay, it says 4 results, but I only see 3. Okay, so this is the first result. This is the second result, and this is the third result. Strange. Okay, when you're finished with the finding printing, in the same search box to the right, there's an X. So you can click the X to end the search and go back to all your pages. And then right below the search box, you have headings, you have pages, you have results. The headings, go ahead and click the headings. The headings give you each section of the handout. All of these are links. Another word for a link is a shortcut. So a link is anything that when you click on it, it takes you someplace else. That's what a link is. Same for a shortcut. When you click a shortcut, it takes you where that shortcut, it opens up that link. It opens it for you when you click a shortcut. So here you can see all the headings. So if you click the first heading, Basics of Microsoft Word 2016, you can see there. If you click file name extensions, it takes you to that section. Let me know if I'm going too fast. If you click entering and formatting text in Microsoft Word 2016, it takes you to that section. It doesn't give you the page numbers here when you're looking at headings, just gives you the names of the different headings in the document. If we click applying bullets and numbering, there you go to that section. If you click horizontal and vertical alignment, takes you to that section. If you click modifying page layout, takes you to that section. Inserting, click inserting hyperlinks, takes you to that section, and copy, cut, and paste takes you to that section, and then document takes you to that section. If you go to a section, let's say we go to the basics. No, let's say we go to the file name extensions in Microsoft Word 2016. So we go to that section, and then if we go up and we click pages, see above that we have headings, pages, and results. If you click pages, it gives you the pages in that section. File name extension. Page 10. Doesn't, you have to scroll up a little bit to see page 10. The page number is at the bottom of the thumbnail. That's what they call these icons that show the pages. They're called thumbnails. And a thumbnail is just a small picture, like an icon. Okay, so we click the file name extension headings, And then we click pages and we can see all the pages for file name extensions. We start with page 10, then we go to page 11. Then we go to page 12. So that's an easy way to navigate a large document like this one. Does anyone have a question about that?
Can you repeat, Ms. Yolanda, what you say thumbnails? That's what you said?
Thumbnail. Thumbnail. These things, when you click pages in the navigation pane, these pictures of the pages, those are called thumbnails. Let me write it down. Thumbnails. Let me write it down for you.
Thank you.
And look at this trick that you can do in Word. You can right click on, put your mouse pointer on the word thumbnail. You right click, go down to synonyms. Oh, there are no synonyms. There are no synonyms. Okay. So let me go to a browser. Let me go to the browser and enter. I'm gonna enter this in the address bar. And then you can see a list: thumbnail maker, thumbnail size, thumbnail meaning, right? So I click thumbnail meaning, and here we get the definition. Okay, so one definition is the nail of the thumb, right? So you have your fingernails, right? So that's one definition of thumbnail. And then number two, a very small or concise description, representation, or summary. No, I don't like these definitions. Definition of thumbnail. Let's see in Merriam-Webster. Definition of thumbnail, let me see. Okay, here we get a very good definition. So there are two definitions here, right? Number one, the nail of the thumb, right? So it's the thumb on your hand, the nail on the thumb of your hand. So that's one definition. The second definition is a miniature computer graphic, sometimes hyperlinked to a full-size version. So a miniature computer graphic. So it's a small picture. That's what they're saying. In all these words, what there's a miniature computer graphic is a small picture. That's what that means, a small picture that sometimes hyperlinked to a full-size version. So what a hyperlink is a link, right? A link, you click on it and it takes you to some place else. So sometimes when you click a thumbnail, it will take you to that page. that you see in the thumbnail. Sometimes. Other times, the thumbnail is just a small picture and it doesn't link to anything else. Any questions about that? Okay. And usually when you have your navigation pane, when you open it, it stays open in every Word document that you open. You open a blank Word document, you'll see the navigation pane. To stop seeing it, all you have to do is close it. You close it and it's gone. I'm gonna close this one. Okay. So any questions about the navigation pane?
Slanda, I have a question.
Yes,
Which one is better to read, the heading or the page? Which one is better to suggest to see?
neither one.
Either one?
Neither one. You use one for one thing and you use the other for something else. You
Okay.
use the headings to find the different sections.
Mhm.
When you click
Yeah.
a section, let's say we click horizontal and vertical alignment. When we click that section, we can click pages. And then we can see
Go and down.
it's the page 23. You can see the blue border. That's
Yeah.
the one that's selected. So you have to like
Mhm.
roll up a little bit to see all of it. So that's page 23, horizontal and vertical alignments. And then you could go to page 24.
Well, just click.
Right, just click the page 24
Okay.
and then
Thank you.
maybe 25. Yeah, and you see all of these are part of the horizontal and vertical alignments. The only thing I don't like about the clicking the thumbnails is that it doesn't always take you, it takes you like, puts you in between rather
Yeah.
than take you to the full page.
Yeah, I think it's heading is better.
Well, it depends. If the heading, if you have many different pages in that heading, both of them become very important.
Okay.
You click headings to go to the heading, and then you click pages to see all the pages that are in that heading. Well, actually, you don't see only the pages in the heading. You see all the pages, but you can click the different pages to see how many pages are in that heading. So if that makes any sense. Oh, excuse me a moment. Okay. Another way to search such a long document, let's close the navigation pane. And in order to go to the first page, who remembers what keys we press on the keyboard to go to the beginning of the document?
Control press page up.
That's to
Control home.
go, that's to go to the page above.
First.
Want to go to the, because if you see, we are on page 27, right? I am on page 27, but I want to go to page 1.
Page 1.
Yes, we did this before. We begin with the control key, but then what
And
else?
page up. Page up.
Look what,
Control
look what
home.
control and page up does. Press control and then page up.
Yes.
It takes you one page at a time. We want to go directly. We don't want to go page 27, then page 26, then page 25, then page 24. That's what control and page up is going to do. We don't want to do that. We want to go from page 27 to page 1.
It's control home.
Yeah. Those are, you know, that stuff they do on the 4th of July.
Oh, control home. Thank you, Rainy.
Yeah. Okay, let's do control home. And there we are. That's the first page. So then if we want to go to the second page, then we do control page down. Control and page down. So it's always best to find the keys on your keyboard first, and then you press them. It's because if you on a computer, if you keep your finger on a key, it stops doing what it's supposed, what you want it to do, and it does something else. So if you keep your finger on a key for too long, it will cancel out what you want to do and go ahead and do something else. So it's important to find the keys first, and then you go ahead and you press control, and then you press page down. Don't keep pressing on control while you're looking for page down. No. Find the control key, then find the page down key. Then you can go ahead and then press control and then page down. Okay. Come on page 3. Let's go to the second page in the document. Remember, the first page is not counted as part of the document because it's just the cover page. It's just the page with the title, so that's not considered page 1. Let's go to the second page. So the second page is the table of contents. This is another way to navigate the document. The table of contents has all the headings. So all of those things that you see below the words table of contents, those are the same headings that we saw in the navigation pane. But here it tells us exactly what page the heading is on. Right? So the first heading, Basics of Microsoft Word 2016, is on page 2. So this might get a little confusing because I want to show you something. See this page? This is the cover page. This is not considered part of the document. It's just like the cover of a book, right? A cover of a book, you don't count it as a page. So this is the same thing. This cover page is just the cover. And then when you go past the cover, then you begin with page 1. So if I scroll down, you see it says page 1 in the lower right corner. So that's page 1. This is where the document begins. So the document begins with the table of contents. And what the table of contents does What the table of content does is gives you links. Links. Another word for link is hyperlink, but people shorten it and just say link, right? So if you put your mouse pointer on, let's say, applying bullets and numbering, it gives you a lot of stuff at the top, but at the bottom of that box with that text, you see control. CTRL stands for control, but they shorten it because it's too long a word to put on a keyboard key. So they just shorten it to CTRL. So whenever you see CTRL, you know that it means control. So we have control plus click to follow link, right? So if we put our mouse pointer, if we put our mouse pointer on applying bullets and numbering, you will see at the bottom of the of this box, it says control plus click to follow link. So that means that you have to press the control key and then click the left mouse button, right? Because the left mouse button is click. Whenever we say click, we mean left mouse button. So then you press your control, go ahead, press your control key and then click. And it takes you to that section, applying bullets and numbering. So we were on page 2 before. So now you can look down in the lower left corner and you'll see now we are on page 21. But if you scroll down to see the page number, it's actually page 20. Right? Because down here in the lower left corner where it says page 21 of 45, it counts all the pages. It counts, let's say we're talking about a book. It counts the cover of the book as a page. So it's counting the cover page, that first page, it's counting that page as well. So that's why here it says page 21, but on the page it says 20. Any questions? Jerusalem, oh, I forgot to ask you if I had answered your question.
Yes, you
Jerusalem?
Yes, yes, you did. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so any questions about navigating? Okay, so let's do control home to go back to the first page. Control home. Who remembers how to get to the last page of the document from the first page? So to go directly from the first page to the last page.
It's control N.
Yes. So you look for end, E-N-D. Look for that.
Scroll up and down.
What?
Just scroll up and down.
There are 45 pages.
Okay.
There are 45 pages. Why don't you try scrolling down to the page 45 and tell me how long it takes you to get to page 45. Scrolling down. He's still going. He's still going. He's still scrolling. He's still scrolling. Didn't get to page 45 yet. He's still scrolling. Are you scrolling, One Wesson?
It takes me some time, I think.
Yes.
It may
So,
take some. It's not a good
The
idea.
easy way. Remember, we are learning not only new skills, but we are learning to be efficient. Efficient means doing things,
Quick.
yes, and smart.
Exact.
Mhm. So in order to get to the last page, we do control and end, END. Find the END key. You already know where the control key is. Find the END key.
Where is
And
the
then-
ND key?
Huh?
Where is it on the keyboard?
You look for it. Look for it.
A and D. Okay.
It's on the keyboard. Just look
I kn-
for it.
I know where control is on the left side. On
When
the...
Wesson, stop. Look for it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Did you find where the home key was?
You mean I know where the control is.
No, I said, when I asked you to press control home, did you find the home key?
Not yet. I'm looking.
Miss Yolanda, you can continue with the class and I can help him after class with that.
No, that's okay. Let him find it now.
Okay.
No, go ahead, teach. It may take me
No,
some
I
time.
said, look for it. Look for the
I'm
home
looking.
key now.
Okay, I'm looking. Is that on the right side, on the left, on the middle? Give me some idea at least.
Just look. Just look, when Wesson.
Home. Oh my God, took me forever. I seen the numlock, backspace. Ooh. la, la.
Rene,
ወለሰን ላይ ከታክስ ባር በላይ ያለው ዴሊት ኢንሰርት ላይ ባክስፔስ በላይ
Okay, no, back. Yeah. Delete ናቸዋለሁ. Okay, backspace.
ከሱ በላይ እሺ ከዴሊት ኢንሰርት ከኢንሰርት እንዳለ ኢኤንዲ እና ሆም
No, yeah, calculating sign ያለው አይቻለሁ። ጎን delete ጎን የሆነ calculating machine
አይደለም ዴሊት አይተሃታል ከባክስፔስ ላይ ዴሊት ላይ
Yeah, I see delete.
ከሱ አጠገብ ደግሞ ኢንሰርት አለ ይሄው ኢንሰርት
Yes.
ከሱ አጠገብ ኢንድ አለ
Yes. Oh, I got
ከዛ
it.
ቀጥሎ
I got
ሆም
it. No, thank you so much. I seen it.
You're
Home.
welcome.
Thank you, Miss Yolanda. I got it.
Okay, and when Wesson, that's
Yeah.
what I want you to do. Before
Okay.
before you say, where is it? I want you to look for it first.
Yeah, but I don't want to hold the class. That's
No. That's what I
Okay.
want you to do.
Okay,
Before
thank you.
say, where is it? You try to look for it. If you can't find it, then tell us that you can't find it. But
Okay.
just don't say, where is it, without even trying to look for it. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. So,
thank you, Rene.
okay, so let's use control and page down. We're gonna go to the third page of the document, control and page down.
Miss Yolanda,
Yes,
sorry for interrupting. Is there
No
a
problem.
time? Is there a time maybe one day you're going to teach us about the keyboards, particularly about the keyboard in the future?
Se le corrió, ya no juega.
no,
They're
you learned
fun-
that in
they're-
computer-based one.
¿Cómo no? Mira la
Oh,
calle.
Oh, you learned it already? Okay.
Quería
You have to study it on your own. In this
Okay.
class, you have to study on your own to find out where all the keys are.
Okay.
Anderson, and can I say hello?
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to the third page. For some reason, my control page down is not working like it used to. Doesn't go directly to the, usually goes, let me see, page down. Okay. I think just pressing page down twice is better. Just pressing page down twice for this document seems to work better. Okay, or page up twice. I'm not sure why it's working like that. Okay, so we're gonna begin. Did you find the third page of the document when Wesson?
Yeah.
What does it say at the top of that page?
The third page.
Mhm.
The tab, the start screen display. A menu to lift with list of commands.
No, I need you to go to the third page of the document.
When saying go to Zoom, because he has the handout, Miss Yolanda.
Yeah.
When saying we are in
Yeah.
Zoom, go to Zoom and read what Miss Yolanda have in the,
No, that's not what I want him to do. I want him to go to the third page of the document. That's what I need him to do.
Okay, so the third page, I have to put CTRL and home. That's what he told me earlier.
You can either scroll, you can scroll
Oh.
down to the third page. Or like I was saying, press page down twice to go each page.
Okay, let me scroll for now.
Mhm.
I think this is your screen. There is nothing I can do here.
Okay, that's because you're in Zoom. You have to go
Okay,
to
wait.
the document. Did you open the document?
on the taskbar, when saying go to the taskbar and look for the word icon.
Yeah, maybe I have to
You
leave
have to
from.
press, yeah, no, you
Okay,
have
then.
to press the escape key.
Okay, then when Wes and Christina will work with you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, may I have a volunteer to read the beginning of the on the third page, not page 3, on the third page of the document, after the table of contents. A volunteer to read, please.
I can do it.
Go ahead.
Basic on Microsoft Word 2016. Microsoft Word 2016 is a word processing program that was released with the Microsoft Office suite by the Microsoft Corporation for Macs on July 2015 and for Windows in September 2015. A word processing programs allows you to create letters, reports, memos, and flyers, to which can be added text and other objects like pictures, shapes, tables, charts, graphics, and videos into the application. One is also able to manipulate what is inserted in many different ways by editing, formatting,
Editing.
editing, formatting, saving, and printing.
Okay, thank you. So you can see Microsoft Word 2016 came out first for Apple computers in July 2015. So they released it for the Apple computers first, July 2015. And then in September 2015, they released it for Windows computers, right? For PCs. So in July for Macs or Apple, and in September for PCs. And it tells you that a word processing program allows you to create letters, reports, memos, and flyers, and different things. Anything where you need to write something, you can use Word to do.
Ms. Yolanda,
Yes.
this means is Apple is the creator?
No.
Oh,
Microsoft Word 2016 is a word processing program that was released with the Microsoft Office Suite by Microsoft Corporation.
okay.
So Microsoft creates the Office Suite. The Office Suite is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Publisher, Access. Microsoft creates those for both Apple computers and for PC computers. So they have always created, well, not always, because there were other companies at the beginning that did the same thing as Microsoft, creating programs like this. But Microsoft, they didn't survive. So that's why Microsoft is the #1 company that creates these applications. So Microsoft creates the Microsoft Office for both Mac computers and for PC computers. Remember, PC computers are computers that run Windows operating system. So, but they are different. I mean, they're almost the same, but they are set up in a different way. So if you come to this class using an Apple computer, you're going to have difficulties following what we do in class because it's not set up the same way. So you're not going to find the things in places where you can find them on a PC because Microsoft creates it differently for Mac computers. So it might look similar on a Mac. Actually, I don't think I've seen them on a Mac. I would have to go to a Mac to see what it looks like on a Mac. But it is different because I've had students in the class that weren't able to do the work because it was so different from what we do on a PC. And so in a Word document, so that's what you call what you create with Microsoft Word. When you create something in Microsoft Word, you call it a document. You don't call an Excel file a document. You call an Excel file a spreadsheet. You don't call a PowerPoint file a document. you call a PowerPoint file a presentation. So they all are described in different ways. Word creates documents. Excel creates spreadsheets. PowerPoint creates presentations. So in a Word document, you can insert text and you can insert other objects like pictures, shapes, tables, charts, graphics, even videos you can insert in a Word document. In a Word document, you can even insert an Excel spreadsheet. You can insert an Excel spreadsheet in a Word document. I would imagine that you could even insert a PowerPoint presentation in a Word document, but I've never seen that done. Okay, who'd like to read the second paragraph? Please go ahead.
Me,
Go ahead.
what is usually called can be opened in different way. The easy way to open it initially is to pin it to the taskbar, and then you can click the icon once every time it is needed. Other way to open it is by clicking the search bar and entering the word in the space provided. Another way is to click the Start button and insert the program in the Start menu. And clicking it once, you can also pin it to the Start menu where will remain, and you will only need to click one to open. You can also play a copy on the desktop where you will double click open it. When Word open for the first time, the start screen appears.
Okay. So, thank you. So it's usually called Word. You don't have to say Microsoft Word because everyone knows when you say Word, we're talking about Microsoft Word. When we're talking about, things on a computer, when we say Word, we're talking about Microsoft Word. And when we were doing the taskbar lesson, part of the lesson asked you to pin Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Chrome, and what else was there that was you're asked to pin? The calculator, right? You're asked to pin those to your taskbar. So the only way, because you have Word open, the only way that you can check to see if Word is pinned is by closing all the Word documents that you have open. When you close all the Word documents that you have open, then you can see if it's pinned on your taskbar. If it's not pinned on your taskbar, go ahead and open the basics of Microsoft Word 2016 again. And then while it's showing there on the taskbar, because it's open, just right click on it on the taskbar and pin it that way. I want everyone to check if you have Word pinned to your taskbar. Go ahead by closing closing the basics of Microsoft Word and any other Word document you have open. Close them. And then see if you can find Word on your taskbar. If you can find it on the taskbar after you have closed all the Word windows, then it's pinned. So you don't have to try to pin it. But if you do not see the Word icon on your taskbar after you have closed all the Word documents, that means that you need to pin it. An easy way to pin it is while you have a Word document open. So if you're going to pin it, go ahead and open your Basics of Microsoft Word 2016 again. And while it's open, go ahead and right-click on it on the taskbar and click Pin the taskbar. Oh, I don't have Word pinned to taskbar. Look at that. See, I right-clicked the word and it says pin to taskbar because I don't have it pinned to taskbar. I didn't do my homework. Okay, there, I'm gonna pin mine to the taskbar. Now I don't have to worry. Every time I need to open Word, I can just come to the taskbar and click it on the taskbar. Any questions about that? Okay. Let me fix this here. Why is that? Okay. 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 Another way to open Word is go to your search bar. Click in your search bar. If you don't see it at the top, when you click in your search bar, then you just type W and you should find it when you type W. So that's the second way. The third way was in the start menu. So you click the start button and in the applications section of the start menu, you put your mouse over here to the right until you can see the scroll bar. And then you can just either drag the scroll bar down or go down to the arrow at the bottom of the scroll bar and press that until you go down to the W's, and there is Word. And you can just click on it from there.
I have a question, Salanda.
Yes.
In the start menu, when I click it, and I see the word in the tiles, can
Yes.
we click that open too?
Yes. That's another way of opening Word.
Okay.
So the fastest and easiest way is to pick it from the taskbar. And then I think the second fastest way is to go to the search bar. And then I think that the third fastest way is to go to the start menu and use the tile section of the start menu. If it's not in the tile section of the start menu, then you can go to the application section of the start menu and scroll down all the way to W until you get to Word. So, and it's always best to do things the fastest and easiest ways. You do things the fastest and easiest ways, and you get to do more. You get to do more. Not only do you get to do more, you have more time to do more because you're not spending time doing, long processes to get something done. You're not doing 5, 6 steps instead of just doing 1 step or 2 steps. And that's one of the important things that we need to practice. The ways that we learn to do things faster, we have to make it a conscious practice because we are used to doing things the old way. And that's how we are going to continue to do things until we consciously decide in our minds that we are going to practice doing the new way to make that the way that you continue to do it. Because that's the only way that you're going to get to do it faster. What I do is when I start doing things the old, long way, after I do it and I remember, wait, there's a faster way to do it. So I will do it again the faster way, just so that it becomes a habit. If it never becomes a habit, you'll never do it and you'll forget it.
Mhm.
So that's a process. It takes a while, but the more you try to practice it, the more you'll remember to do it. And then it will become the way for you to do it rather than the old way. Okay. 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 Or you can remember when we were doing the desktop and we created a Word document on the desktop, right? You right click. Let me go to the desktop. You right click on the desktop. You go put your mouse pointer on new.
New folder.
Right, and then you have Microsoft Word document.
Mhm.
And if you ever forget the names of what you call a Word file or a PowerPoint file or Excel file, you can just right click here on the desktop on an empty space on the desktop and look at when you put your mouse pointer on new, you'll see it tells you Microsoft Word document. Microsoft Excel, oh, they have worksheet rather than spreadsheet. Okay, they don't have the correct one for Microsoft Excel. But if you look at Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft Access database. So the names for most of them are there. So that's another way. So when you, let me show you, or you can go ahead and do it also. Right click on empty space on the desktop, put your mouse pointer on new, click Microsoft Word document. Oops, I clicked. And then all you have to type is Word. Because it's not a file, it's just the Word document. And then press enter to finalize. And then whenever you need to open Word, you just double click it here on the desktop. And it's just a Word document. So you go and you save it. You see at the top here, it says Word. So you have to save it with the file name. And then it becomes a file. But otherwise, it's just the application. It's just the application that you have on your desktop. Any questions about that? Okay, let's go on to the next page. Would like to read that paragraph? Go ahead. The two paragraphs, actually.
Okay, I do.
Go ahead.
The start screen display a menu to the left with a list of commands. To the right is the new section that provides the options to open a blank document or any template provided in that section. You have the option to search the other templates in the search for online templates search box above. When you click blank documents, a Word document open. A new blank Word document open with the file settings and ready to use. Below is a blank document and all the different elements that you will see and use.
Okay, so what I want you to do is use your search bar. We're going to open the Word application. So I want you to go to your search bar and open Word from there. Oh, no, I don't want it to open like that. So go ahead and close it. I don't want it to open like that. Let me see how we can open it and no, I want to see the start screen. Maybe we might have to close the basics of Microsoft. Maybe we might have to close the basics of Microsoft Word to open with the, yeah, I think so. We're gonna have to, let me see this one. No. We don't want to open with it ready for you to type. We want to open it with the open screen. Let me see. No. Okay, so we have to close. Let's go ahead and close the basics of Microsoft Word. Let's close it. Okay. So let me find a way to open it now so that it opens with the search, with the open screen. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's not opening with the open screen. Oh. Let me find a way because we need to see the open screen. I'm not able to find a way to open it. Open screen. Oh, geez. Is anyone able to open theirs with the open screen? The open
Yes,
screen.
Sanda.
You are? Could you share your
Yeah.
screen, please?
Okay.
Let me stop sharing. Because all of mine are not opening that way.
Let me put full screen. Here, Miss Sanda. Did you see it?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this is the open screen when you first open Word. But for some reason, none of my ways of opening were would open it this way. Okay, so on the left, we have that blue section where at the very top you have Word. It tells you the name of the application. Then you have Home, you have New, you have Open. And then at the bottom, it has Account, Feedback, Options. So Home, you can see that that is selected because that's the part that is dark in the blue section. So the Home, this is the home screen for Word on the right. At the top, it says good morning. That's interesting. And then below good morning, it has new. But this is how Word 365 opens. The Word 2016, that's the different one. Word 2016, give me 1 second. Word 2016 is different. But this word that you're using opens with the blue section on the left, and on the right, it has at the top, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. And then below that, it has new. So you can choose a new blank document, or to the right of that, those are templates. Now, a template is something that's already created for you. And all you have to do when you open it is change certain things so it can apply to you. But let's say blue, gray resume. but we're gonna open that in a second so that we can see what a template is. But let's look at the open screen. Below that, you have a search box. And then below the search box, you have recent, pinned, shared with me. And below that, you have name. So you get the icon, the word icon to the left, and then you have the name of the file. And right below the name, you'll see that first one says downloads. So the downloads, that's telling you that that file is in the downloads folder. And the only thing that we use the downloads folder for in this class is a place for your files to go when you download from Schoology. So when you download from Schoology, that's where the files go. But then you have to save it to the folder where you want it to be saved. But you never go back to the downloads folder because that's not the file that you saved. The file that you saved, if you look at the second one, AM Weekly Typing Practice Fall. That one you can see below the name, it doesn't say downloads. It says OneDrive, Carlos Rosario International Public Charter School, Computer Basics 2, typing. So that tells you that it's in OneDrive, in the Computer Basics 2 folder, in the typing folder. That's where you saved it. So initially, when you downloaded it from Schoology, it went to the downloads folder. But then you saved it to the typing folder. So now you know that this is the one that you open when you need to use it. You don't go to the downloads folder. You go to the one that is saved on OneDrive, in whichever folder on OneDrive, but the one that is saved on OneDrive. And it shows you that there. On the right, you have date modified. See, it says 14 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, yesterday at what time? Yesterday at another time. So it not only gives you the date, it also gives you the time. And then on the left, if we go back on the left in the blue section, you have new, you have open. Go ahead and click new. Thank you. When you click new, at the very top, you have blank document. Below blank document, you have the search box. Below the search box, it has suggested searches, business, cards, flyers, letters, education, resumes and cover letters, holidays. So all of those suggested searches, all of those are templates. And then everything else below there, scroll down, please, Fetia. Everything else below are templates. Everything else below are templates. Already created. You see how they look so really nice and professional? Because they're already created for you to use. And all you have to do is change the words or the pictures to fit your use.
Ms. Yolanda,
Yes.
why might say we don't have any templates on Microsoft Word?
What? Repeat that?
My screen say we don't have any office templates right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sometimes it does that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, mine used to do, well, yeah, mine used to do that too. Okay, go to the blue section and click open. So these are for new. If you want to open something that you have already saved, you click open. And you see, you have your options under open. Recent is what is selected. So you can see on the right side, all your recent Word files. Below recent, you have shared with me, and then you have OneDrive, Carlos Rosario, and then you have sites. I'm not sure what sites is. That's something new in Office 365. I need to research to find out what that is. And then you have this PC, you have add a place, and then you have browse. So you can click browse to search for what you want to do. And that's how we do it in the class. We use browse because I don't want you to go over to the right and click on anything because you might not check the bottom to see where it is located. That's why I want you to click browse, because you can click browse and then you have to you have to click OneDrive, Carlos Rosario, and then on the right, double click Computer Basics 2, then find your Word folder, double click your Word folder. So that's how I want you to do it, rather than coming to the right and clicking on what you see, because many students will not look right below the file name. They will not look right below the file name to see where that is saved. That's why I don't want you to use that side. I want you to use the browse. And it takes you exactly where you have to open when you use browse. If you click one from the recent side on the right, you might click on one that is in the downloads. And the one that in the downloads is not the one that you have saved. That's the one that went to the downloads folder when you downloaded it from Schoology. And we don't want to open those because we don't need those. We already saved it. When we download from Schoology, we save it to OneDrive. And that's where I want you to go. That's why we always use browse. And that's why I don't show you how to use recent, or I don't want you to use recent until you understand clearly how to read the location of the file right below the name. Any questions about that? Okay, so go ahead and click in the blue section, click account. So this is information about your Microsoft account. You can add a photo, you can add things about yourself, you can sign out, you can, if you have another Microsoft account, you can switch account. You can change your Office background, you can change the Office theme. And you can see connected services, OneDrive, and sites. I have to look up what sites is, but you can see connected services. It tells you right there that OneDrive is not on your computer. You are connected to OneDrive in the cloud. OneDrive is in the cloud on the internet. So that's why it says connected services. And then on the right, you have product information, Microsoft, and the Microsoft banner. And then you can find out if there are any Office updates. You can get information about Word, learn more about Word, support product ID and copyright information. And it tells you the version of Word. And then the last one is what's new. It tells you what's new, what's the most recently installed updates for Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office. Remember, Microsoft Office is the package. Microsoft Word is one of the applications in that package. Okay, let's go back and click home. Okay, now let's look at what a template looks like. Let's click the blue-gray resume. Okay, so it's not giving us the picture on the left. So let's just go ahead. It just says blue-gray resume. So just go ahead and create, click create. Excuse me. Okay, so this is a template. So it is already set up perfectly. All you have to do is change the picture, add your own picture. On the right side where it says name here, you click, go ahead and click where it says name here. You click that and you type your name. Right below the name, you have job title here. So you're putting your current job title. And then below, there's a section for education. Then you just change the text. You click where it says school name and you type the school name. Then you enter the other text. Go ahead.
Please.
What's that?
No, nothing, teacher. Somebody knocking my door.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Mute your microphone before you. Oh, okay, great. So all you have to do is just change the words to make it yours. So that's what a template is. And there are humongous amount of templates available. And look at the right. This is only available in Office 365 though. On the right side, you have Resume Assistant. So the Resume Assistant will help you write a good resume. So all of that information that you have to fill in, it will tell you how to, or what's the best way to fill in that information so that you can send it as part of your job application. Any questions about that?
I have a question, Yolanda.
Yes.
How are we gonna get the Fatia she
Get
have
the
to
what?
practice? How are we gonna get this page for next time to practice and following each steps?
Okay, Fatia, go ahead and close this. And then reopen, no, close Word.
Word, okay.
And then reopen the way to see the open screen. Don't save. Okay, wait, let me see. Mhm.
Stop sharing, Sandra.
No, no, open Word again so that we can see the open screen. Uh-huh, good, thank you.
Yeah.
So when you open Word, you can either do it on the left side where you have home or new. Blank document, you click if you want to create your own document, right? On the right side, blank document, that's if you want to create your own. To the right of that, all of those are templates. If you want to see more templates, you go to the right and click more templates. And there, you see it takes you now to new. Look on the left. Now it's taking you to new. And then all of that stuff below the search box, all of those are templates. All of the different types. They are brochures, they are certificates, they are student reports, calendars, you name it. All kinds of templates already ready for you to use. All you have to do is open it and make it your own by changing the text or the pictures or both. A whole bunch. Scroll back up, Fetia.
Up.
That's just a small example. But if you, right below the search bar, keep going up. Right below the search bar, you see where it says suggested searches? You have business, you have cards, you have flyers, you have letters, you have education, you have resumes and cover letters, you have holidays. Thousands of templates. All you have to do is search for the one, the type that you want to use, and then just use their design to create your own.
Yeah, Miss Yolanda, my question was, I don't have the same page, which is
Oh.
have that. So I don't have all those
Maybe
templates.
when
And
you restart the computer, you it should open to this when you restart your computer. But mine as well, I'm having the same problem. It only opens from the blank document, and it's not showing this open screen. So it should, when you restart your computer and you open the Word application, don't open a file. Don't open a file first. Open the Word application first, and then you should see this.
Excuse me, Miss Yolanda.
Yeah.
okay.
That's happened to me, and then I went to close all the page I have in Word.
Mm-hmm.
And when I close everything, and then I touch the start menu, and then I touch Word, and then appears that page. But you have to have closed all the documents you have before.
Yeah, yeah. But even
That's the way make working me.
right, but even when you do that, sometimes it won't let you see it, because
Yeah, I
mine,
did it.
I close all my Word documents and I still couldn't see it. But
Yeah, I
sometimes
closed
if you close all your Word documents, you can open it. It all depends on how the computer wants to behave.
I closed all my Word,
Mhm.
but when I started, it's still the same. I got the blank.
Yeah. Mhm. So, Fatia, could you open, right click your Word on your taskbar Right click the word on the taskbar,
Here? Okay.
Yes, right click. Click Basics of Microsoft Word at the top of the menu, the shortcut menu. Okay, so class, I want you to, okay, go to the taskbar, click on it, yeah. Okay, so I want you go to the next page. Okay, so you see on this page where it says Basis on Microsoft Word 2016, that's what the open screen in Word 2016 looks like. You see, it's different from what we saw. What we saw is Office 365. So, like I said, Office 365, some things are different from from Word 2016. So the picture that's there, that's Word 2016. That's what it will look like in Word 2016. Scroll down to the next page. Okay, so this picture here, I'm not giving you the homework yet because scroll down some more. But I want you to study this page. And I want you to look at all the different parts of the word window. And then we'll talk more about it on Monday. And then if you go to the next page, it will have the definitions of all the different parts of the word window. Tells you what each part is used for. So study those 2 pages.
Okay.
And let's talk about it when we return on Monday. Any questions before we go? Okay, thank you for your patience and thank you for allowing me to go on beyond 11. So if there are no questions, enjoy your weekend.
You too.
That's the
Thank
only
you.
homework that I.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Slanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bye,
Miss
everyone.
Yolanda. Bye,
Enjoy
bye,
the
everyone.
weekend.
Bye,
Have a
everybody.
nice
Blessing,
weekend.
Christine and everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
When Wesson, could you wait a minute, please? Clara, do you need anything?
I have to, I stopped my lesson because the people came to check the fire alarm.
Oh, okay.
I want to please I go to with Christina to break room. I have to ask another things, please.
Christina is not here.
Oh, he left? She left?
Yeah, she's gone.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
Okay.
I tried to go tonight. Thank you very much, teacher.
Oh, no, tonight.
Thank you so much.
Not Friday.
Thank
Friday
you.
nights. There's no class Friday night.
Oh,
Yeah.
no class tonight?
Oh, no, she's in, Christina is in the room with Renee.
Oh, can I go, please? If
Oh, here
possible.
she is. She's back. She's coming back. She's back. Here she is.
Thank you.
Okay. So I need to talk to Wesson, Christina, but Clara wants to talk to you.
Okay, I was with Renee, Miss Yolanda. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
I was with Renee in a breaker room.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna take Clara to a breaker room, okay?
Okay.
Clara, go and click join.
Okay.
Go to Zoom and click join.